sweet. Lose 3 life, gain 3 life. If I prowled it, draw a card. Interesting. Morsel effect. Oh, this is the one you're talking about, Latchkey Fairy. Hey, maybe that's reasonable against burn, I don't know. Helix your face, draw a card. Search their library for an instant or sorcery, and then I cast it. Interesting. Earwig Squad. This is a terrible pile, but it was fun. I think I'm just more interested in this card. Thieves' Fortune. Yeah, I'm kind of interested in this card. That, I mean, that digs deeper than... although maybe Forbidden Alchemy is just better than Thieves' Fortune. Forbidden Alchemy. I guess this is technically better because it's got the flashback. I'm never gonna pay for the flashback though. You know what? This has to have been done before, right? Like, we recently brewed with a new card from the new set, right? We recently brewed a modern reanimator that's actually really cool. It's using one of the new cards, it's using Dark Deal. And I thought about brewing some more decks built around Dark Deal. It's just black-white reanimator, Zombify, Burial Rites, Dark Deal. Yeah, been done before, right? Not like this. This is kind of a nod from Joe. He plays his modern reanimator with Shoals. Or not Shoals. I was the one to think about Shoal, but he plays his modern reanimator with Pull from Eternity plus Gemstone. So I tried to take that a step further. I'm always trying to take my decks a step further. And these are all the fatties I'm trying to reanimate. And then I was trying to use Shoals to exile the fatty, and then use Pull from Eternity as an entomb, and then reanimate. So why don't we look at Origins well, this is Origins, excuse me, but look at some of the newer sets and see if there's something that is brewable that hasn't been brewed around. That might be really fun. Like, brew something literally just new, just new, or just look around for something, you know? Something worth brewing. I feel like just in the mood to brew. I want to maybe brew with a new card. But that was a newer card. That was a newer card we brewed with. Let's even look at a specific set. Like, why don't we look specifically at Origins and just fish around for something that looks interesting to brew with. Yeah, I just don't have the cards to really make the coolies. I just don't really have the cards to make that deck viable. Let's try to stay away from the tribal stuff. So I really don't have vials and caverns and oh my. Break through the line. What does that do, Return to the Beard? Caverns are nuts, Clayton. They are. Try to stay. I'm not looking for a creature per se. Let me be more specific. I'm looking for maybe an enchantment. Oh, I meant to change the set. I'm looking for maybe something, maybe like an enchantment, maybe an artifact. I don't know exactly what it is I'm looking for. Well, certainly not an aura. This was a pet card people were trying to mess around with. Demonic Pact. The problem is everybody was so like, oh my god, this card is sweet. Except, you know, what it had a lot of hype. Thopter Spy Network, says Clayton. The hype is starting to wane though. Maybe we'll get to play with it eventually. Days Undoing. I actually did grab one of those before they shot. People have already been doing Evolutionary Leap, yes. Aether Grid's been brewed around, yes. Thopter Spy Network instead of Bitter Blossom. Flame Shadow Conjuring. Okay. Whenever a non-token creature enters the battlefield on my control, I pay red. I may get a token. Taste. Okay. Isn't that just not as good as Mimic Vat? Maybe it's better. I don't know. Like, I don't want to do a worse something else. I want the deck to do something new. Like Starfield of Nyx would be not necessarily a new concept, but certainly a throwback to the Leylines deck. Yeah, Starfield of Nyx could be cool. I'm pretty sure people have already speculated on this card. Oh, well, the speculation is waned. I mean, this one-handedly, if you run like Nykthos, could one-handedly make Leylines. Oh, hey, Snafu. I don't know what I'm looking for. I'm just looking for a card to brew around. You only run counterspells, Seed of the Synod. What? Seed of the Synod's not legal, Clayton, in Modern. Yeah. Thopter Spy Network. Okay. Beginning of my upkeep, if I control an artifact, I get a 1/1. Oh, this is the card you're talking about. Okay. And whenever creatures I control deal damage to a player, draw a card. This is actually really cool. Thopter Spy Network. This is definitely in my vein of interest. Leyline are expensive. They'll say, that's true, return. I do already have the black and most of the white Leylines we need. And as a Zendikar's Royal. Whenever a land enters, I get a 2/2. Okay. I have Coolius. We've brewed that already. I've brewed a lot of different... I want to brew something just new. Just new. I mean, I was really excited about Robopod. That is something I would say new. But let's... I want to look one more time at Origins. I haven't given up on Origins just yet. This time we're going to look at artifacts. Let's look at artifacts this time. Thopter Spy Network's been played before, says return. Okay. If I would gain life, gain twice. If I would draw 2 cards. Okay. Double my life and double my draw. Interesting. It's 5 mana. Okay. Other artifact creatures I get. Oh, interesting. Is this gonna maybe see Fringe play in Affinity, or is it still worse than? It's still worse than the other guy, the one that just we keep tapping to. Maybe that'll see Fringe play. Obviously, Hangerback. That's not really what I was interested. You're right. Okay. Basically, anything you brew these days has to have a Hangerback Walker. Yeah, but Hangerback's expensive. think there are other cards I was just better in all cases, except when you damage that turn. Yeah. No, it's not this either, right? No. It's not an artifact that I'm looking for. Maybe it's a sorcery. Maybe it's a sorcery. I mean, maybe I'm not going to find what I'm looking for, you know? Maybe there really isn't anything that's of my tastes. I can be pretty particular when it comes to brewing. I mean, I'll brew most anything, but I'm looking for something that tickles a certain fancy of mine. I don't know what it is yet. Let's look at the sorceries. Let's look at all the sorceries. Scred red. I don't really want to build Scred. I don't want coolest. I don't want to do something that's been done before, man. I kind of want to do something new. That's why it's so hard to find like the build around card. Just the something that I want to be doing. Like a mechanic that hasn't been explored. Dude, just make Dark Petition. I just want to like explore maybe an archetype that hasn't really been done in Modern, either before or to some success. I just want to do something new. I just need to do something new, and that's why I'm looking at the newer set because I'm trying to see if there might be something here. That's not really bubbling muck popper storm. Aggressive mining. Alright, let me look at the instance. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep, those are spells, yes. Yeah. Okay. Sure. I'm not really interested in anything I've seen so far. I mean, Spell Mastery's interesting. It is interesting. Gotta wait for ingest mechanics, says Clayton. Playing with people's exiled cards. That's cool. Now that's my cup of tea, Clayton. There you go. Now the wheels are turning. Now that's definitely something that would appeal to me. Counterbalance in Modern? No, thank you. Return. You have to do something really bad, like Counterbalance plus Isochron Scepter. Very specific instance, like telling time. No, it would just be really bad. It'd be very, very vulnerable to Artifact Hate. Very vulnerable to Abrupt Decay. It just wouldn't work. I have a Damia EDH deck that revolves around exiling most of my deck to Cadaverous Bloom. I did build something interesting for the stream, and it didn't work. Or maybe I just had bad matchups. I did build Modern... What did I call it? I did build something for you guys the other day, and I never showed it on stream because I wasn't happy with how it performed. And I even invested a ticket in it, and I was very upset. I invested in a Seismic. I built Modern Loam Lands. It's a very cool deck. I was very excited by it until I started playing some matches. And I just never drew that Dark Heart of the Wood against Burn. This is something that I haven't really seen much of. I've seen some people try this concept. Strong against graveyard decks game 1, which is a lot of decks. Build Magrim, Liliana's Curse, discard that deck. That would be Grixis Waste Knot, Snafu. There are people trying to build that right now. Snapcaster, Gorio, and Loam. I enjoyed this concept, though. This is certainly a cool concept. You actually don't hardcast the brown scales. They're just for dredging. Waste Knot is a fun build around card, Clayton. You are correct. That's too many threes. I need more low stuff.